Hello again and welcome to my channel. I am working on the mushroom. It's the finishing stages, I think, of this. I'm sure, much as you love me and my videos, I'm sure even my most die-hard fans are getting sick of this mushroom journal. So I'm going to try and wrap it up. I mean, I still need to do lots, but I'll try and do it quickly. Anyway, I thought what I'd do was start with this bit here, because this bit, my idea was to have like a tuck spot or like place to put things in here. But I folded, it's got a fold in it in a strange place. It looks a bit weird on this side. So I thought I'd cover this bit first. And I've got this paper that I created a while back. And I think I'm going to use some of that on there. I've measured it. I need 13 centimetres by 20 maximum, and I think I'm going to give it a decal edge. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is take a little bit off here. How wide is 13 centimetres? Oh right, about the width of that, so we've got more room to play with. I'm just going to take a little bit down here. So I'm using my decal edged ruler. It's really hard if you've only got a thin bit to pick off, but around about here is what we want. It'll be easier on the other side because there's more room to play with. Right, that'll do. Don't like that white bit. Oh, I know why. I'll show you what we should have done. Let's measure 13 centimetres from here. So a maximum of 13 centimetres. So it's about there and there. Let me just double check that that is still, yeah, the paper. Right, if we tear it on this side, I think we will get that white edge on this top page, and it won't appear. I should have done it that way around. There you go, much easier to do like that. And no white edge on this one. You can see I've got a white edge here where I've torn the paper this way. So if you can tear it on the reverse, it is better. I'm going to cover that anyway. Right, with 20 centimetres, let's have a look. What have we got? Oh, not a lot to play with. Right. So I can just about see here. There we go. So that's got rid of that bit, and then 20 centimetres maximum, because otherwise it won't fit on the page. I'm just going to do it there. It's going to be difficult. Somewhere like that. In fact, I could do it smaller. That would make it easier for me. Let's line that up. There we go. So hopefully that fits on the page. It looks a strange shape. I wonder if I've measured that right now. Oh, maybe I have. That'll fit on there. Something like that. Oh, lucky for me that that edge there will be on the inside. Right, so I need to ink around that, and then I'll glue that on, and then we'll work on the pocket for that other side. So this should be where the fun starts, all the, you know, the tags and tickets and bits and pieces. How much I enjoy doing this. It is very time consuming, and you know, and I do enjoy doing it, don't get me wrong, but it just, you don't end up doing anything else while you're doing it, if you know what I mean. And I miss doing mixed media stuff as well. I like to do everything, but then things take over and I don't finish things. So I really I wanted to get this done. Whoops, got a big blob of glue there. I fancy doing a mixed media journal. Might try something like that next. Right, something like that. What I really need is for this edge here to stick, because it's on a bit of a funny angle there. Give that a nice bit of glue there. There, that will do. Oops. There, that will do for that. Right, now this side, I'm going to try not to go too mushroomy. I feel like I've gone a bit mushroom overload. I mean, that is partly what I wanted, but also, you know, there's more to life than mushrooms. So I think we'll have this as like a tuck spot in there, or like a pocket in there, maybe a double one if I made this one a double one. So what I think I will do is find my corner rounder, not that one. And round those if we can. Okay, now let's see, I would like to cover this right, that end is 7.8 centimetres and that is 7.9, hardly surprising. That won't matter anyway if we cover it. We could almost say 8 centimetres, couldn't we? Let me think. Yeah. Yep, that would do. Right, now I'm thinking I will glue this pocket down anyway. So I'm just going to put some glue on this edge here and along this one here. Oops. And then we'll just build something to go on there. So 8 centimetres by, guessing, 20.5. Let's pop this somewhere. Eight by 20.5. Is that 8 centimetres? Oh, look at that. The long answer, no, that is there. Can I use it? I could. I think I might. Let's cut it and see. So I want 20.5 down here. And then the whole thing we want, well, 8, or it could be 7.9, couldn't it? That might help us. Oh, I think we just about got away with that. Oh, I don't know. Those little bits out. I don't like it. It's just slightly. Use a pair of scissors, don't do that. And keep trimming it. I'm going to ink around the edge anyway, so again we won't see. We won't notice. Right. Let's round the corners of this. Now, do I want that manky edge? No, I don't. Yes, I do. And there is a reason why. I've just remembered what I was going to do. Let's just check this works. So that would just go over the top like that, and then we can put things in there. Shouldn't really lift that while that is gluing, but that can go on there. So I think I'll just build onto that and then we'll glue it all on at the end. And before I get carried away, I'm going to ink around the edge, even if we cover it up and, you know, end up having to ink again, just in case I forget and wish I'd done it. Right, and it goes that way round, let's not forget. So I've got some more strips of paper and things. Oh, I could have used that. Oh well, that's quite similar as well. Oh, there's a piece as well, that could do. Right, I'm thinking I might do another spot there, so we'd have a pocket here and then like one here. So I think that will do. Let's cut that at 20.5, and then whatever that looks like, about 4.5 maybe. Let's do that. Let's cut it at 4.5 first. I definitely need a better trimmer. This is not... I'm literally just eyeballing everything. I'm sure there are better ways. I will keep that because you never know. And 20.5. Oh, I won't keep that little bit though. Right, so that could go on there like that. We can still decorate it. Let's round the edge of this one. Oh no, let's have it that way, yep. And I will ink this one as well. This one definitely needs inking because I won't be able to ink this one at the end. Right, that could go on there like that. So I'll just glue the sides and the bottom and leave that bit. Let's just do it. Let's not think about it too much. Getting all the little cornery bits. There we go. Let's pop this on. Okay, so we've got another little tuck spot there. Right. Now we could do with something on here. What could we put on there? We could make a little cluster. Got some bits and bobs. Shall we do that? I'm just thinking, should I do that? Should I put one of my flowers on? Let me go and grab one of those flowers that I made. Okay, so I think I'm going to use one of the flowers, one of the button spots, and some book paper. Now, I don't like how that looks at the moment, so I'm going to put a little bit of antique linen onto that. Just think it does make it look a bit older. And we will ink around the edges as well. Not sure if we'll see the bottom actually, I don't think we will. Right, let's move that out of the way. I might pop that now. What I wanted was for that to make sure that that was on there like that, I think, and that will be covered with that. So let's put this on. I think it was about like that. Right, we're going to have to glue this little monkey up, and I want it on there like that. Right. There's more glue than flour here. Oops, sorry about that. Are we still there? I was trying to get rid of the glue strings and pulled all my wires out. Right, let's try this. Come here. So I wanted it something, not like that. Come back. Didn't want it straight as such. Actually, I don't want that there. That'll do. Don't want it to stick out over the flap there, otherwise it will just keep ripping off. Let's see if we can get this to stick down. I think I'll have to trim off that little leaf. I suppose I could have inked around the edges of that, but never mind. And then this little devil can sit on there, like that. I think that will do fine. And then we can just glue this over the top of that pocket in the journal itself. Right, I'm going to just put that on there for a minute and let that dry. Not sure I'll be able to reach that bit. Let's do that instead. Let that dry. Right, so that's one thing done. Right, so here it is. I've just glued that in. You can see we've got a pocket here and one there, or a tuck spot, so we can put something in there. I'm going to leave that to dry now, and I'm going to work on those doodles, because now I've done them, I don't like them. I don't think they're at all in keeping with the journal, which they're not, but I did want to do you know, a little bit of original art as such. So what am I going to do? I think the first thing I'm going to do with this is cut it down a bit. Let's have a look. Yep, let's do that. Let's cut it down a little bit. Just at the top there, there's a bit too much, well, a tiny bit too much white for my liking. That will do for that one. This is kind of a last ditch for this, because if I don't like it, I'm not going to put it in there. I might trim that side a little bit as well. Here we go. It'll be the size of a postage stamp by the time I've finished. Alright, let's stop there. I'm going to round the corners, and I have an idea of how I can use them now. So there's one. Right, give ourselves a bit of space. Which one should we start with? This one. Now, what is glaringly unpleasant is the white. The white does not look good. So, I need to get rid of that. Let us have a little Distress Oxide Antique Linen. A little water. Let's find ourselves a paintbrush. Let me finish my tea, that might help. There we go, otherwise I'm going to end up with the paintbrush in the tea. Right, let's see if we can just put some colour on here to make it look less white. In fact, what we could do is not use too much of that. Hopefully this will make it look a little bit more in keeping with the rest of the journal. Just thought it would be nice to include a piece of original artwork, even though most of the papers are my own. There are a couple that I've bought, but most of them are ones I've created. And I've really enjoyed doing that. I know I could do more, but it's just time, really. I'm sure nobody wants to watch tons of videos of me using my computer creating artwork. I think I need a little bit more of the antique linen. I suppose what I could have done is done the doodling, if I'd thought about it, on tea stained paper. Didn't think about that. I need to be careful. I can see the paper is pilling a bit there, because this is not, this is just an ordinary card. It is not watercolour paper. I forgot about that. Right, I need to be a bit more careful then. Less water, less faffing around, Steph. Just get it down. Yeah, that will do. I'd like to do a bit more down that corner, but it's definitely, the paper does not want to play ball. Right, that will do. It's not atrocious. Shall I colour that in? Part of me thinks I should. I'll just go over it with the brush, look. Just so we don't have too much whiteness. I don't mind the odd little bit. There, that will do. Right, let's do the same with this one, but I should be more careful and mindful. Oopsie. That the paper is not mixed media paper or anything like that. But when I did them, I had no idea what I was going to do with them, to be honest. But I definitely like them better now that they are not white. Right, be careful. Oopsie. Somewhere there is some kitchen roll. There we are. We're getting through this antique linen, aren't we? There we go. Well, I say we're getting through it. I've just realised where it's all going. On my hand. Never mind. I'm not worried about it being like a perfect coverage or anything, just getting rid of some of that stark white. I think it will be more appealing. I literally have all the Distress Oxide on my arm, on my hand. That will do us, I think. Not perfect, but hopefully better than it was. Let's have a clean up. Right, probably should let those dry actually. I think what I'll do is dry them and then ink around the edges, and then I'll come back and show you what I want to do with them. Right, so I have let these dry. I have inked around the edges. I have put on a piece of craft card because I'm going to use them for something that means they'll get sort of a bit of wear, and I think they will tear. The paper's quite thin, so I've just put it onto a piece of craft card, and then I'll show you where. I can't remember what I was going to do with them now. I think I might have put that one there, and I think this one in there, and I'm thinking I'm going to just glue. Now I could glue them around like a pocket and have things going in that way, or I think because I've got these things which are kind of vertical over here, I think what I'll do is glue it at the top and the bottom like that, and then keep it as a kind of belly band to put things in from this side. So I think that's what I will do for that one, and I may do the same for both, I don't know. I'm conscious of the fact that I'm covering up a lot of the pages, but I also think that I will add everything that I add, hopefully will give more journaling space. I don't know if this lady I'm sending it to actually uses them for journaling. She just likes looking at them, so I'm going to make it pretty to look at, but with extra space if you wanted to journal. Oops, don't really want extra glue out there. So I'll be able to put some things in there. That is the plan. Let's leave that and hope it doesn't stick together. And then this one on here, and I think I'll do the same, having things from the side, because a lot of pockets and things are going to be from the top up and down. So let's just do that, and that will conclude today's video. Oh, nearly. Yes, I said it before, I think I am the clumsiest crafter. I think Antonio and I could compete for that. I think I'd win it for sure. Right, I've got to find some things to go in these places in a minute. Oh, next time anyway. Anyway, that will do for today. I think we've still got blank pages and bits and pieces needed. I've got loads of things like ATCs and things, some that I've made, some that I've bought, that we can use. I've got to add like tops to these things. There's still loads to do. I want to make some charms. I've got to do a dangle. I mean, there's all sorts. There's still more pockets and bits that I want to put in here, but for now I think that will do. I'm just going to keep an eye on, yep, got plenty of room. Don't want it to be overstuffed. Well, not yet anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back again when I do a bit more. Take care, stay safe, and happy crafting.